Get him. Hit him with a pose. Yeah.
Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy, back in the Gen HD here, and welcome to another YouTube video. Alright, you guys, so another day, another video. So we are going to be updating our top 10 center back videos since the team of the season event has dropped. We are currently in the week 4, so all the cards in this video are before the La Liga team of the season event. We're only doing the strictly center backs, okay? So this is only for cards that have CB on their cards, okay? So left backs and right backs will not be included in this video. This list is my opinion and my personal opinion only. So these are cards that I personally think are the top 10 center backs in game. So without further ado, we're going to be hopping right into the video, starting with our number 10. All right, ladies and gentlemen, number 10 is going to be none other than Aleandro Baston. And Baston, this is the only version of Baston that I'm going to be talking about. I have not used this card in past this version, so I don't know anything about him whatsoever. But he is 6'3", an absolute wall. He's gotten more pace, defending and physical, so he's a physical monster as well. When it comes to center back, stamina doesn't really matter as much. As long as they have 4-star stamina and higher, they are very much usable. One thing we want to look for in a center back is their acceleration. Can they catch up to the absolutely insane wingers and strikers with broken pace? Okay, so going into his defending, we're looking at the strength, the awareness, which is super high, and we're looking at the marking. So it goes marking, standing tackle, awareness, and strength. Those are the 4 that we mainly look at in center backs, and Baston has it all. Okay, I've seen his gameplay roaming around. His standing tackles, it's incredible, really good. Going into his traits, he does have the medium high work rate along with the long passer trait. Now, going into his transfer value, he's 1.6 bill. So if you are going to buy this card, I recommend getting his rank 5, which is an absolute must. All right, we're now going to be moving into our number 9. Number 9, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be Bobby Moore. Okay, I know when this card first came out for the Neon, this is why I take time to, to do research, take time to use or play against these cards. I called Moore a clown. I called him trash. I called him, yeah, I apologize. Okay, Moore is taking our number 9 spot. There's a couple of times where I've played against him where he's made some incredible tackles. He's outperformed a lot of taller center backs, to be honest, and I called Moore a versus attack center back, which he still is, but I've played against him a couple times now for head-to-head, and he's not bad, you guys. His recovery is good, his strength is good, marking, standing tackle, and awareness, those are very, very good. Medium high work rate, and also the long passer trait. So he is going to be taking our number 9 spot. And once again, for all the Moore fans out there, I do apologize. He's very cheap for you guys, or he's very cheap, so I recommend getting his rank 5. Now moving on to our number 8. All right, boys, number 8 is going to be none other than Nemanja Vidic. Vidic hasn't got an upgrade from this, but is his ultimate team of the year. Still one of the best center backs in game. He's so cracked, you guys. He's so good. Pace, acceleration is there, and then Vidic is a standing tackle merchant. Okay, so I know his pace, his acceleration doesn't seem to be as high, but his recovery is still very good. If he's running side to side with a striker, he will more than likely end up winning the ball. According to his traits, he does have the medium high work rate, dive into tackles, and power header. And then because Vidic is very affordable, so he can be used for starting squads, for cheap budget squads. So getting his rank 5 is an absolute must. The reason I say it's an absolute must, this is a warning alert, it is an absolute must. A rank 4 will not cut it. The rank 5 would be the best way to go. Now moving on to our number 7. All right, boys, number 7 is going to be none other than Kair. I'm putting this card on the list because I know he's going to go under a lot of you radars, just because Kair is a card not very used. Let me put it this way, he's not very used often or used a lot. He doesn't have a history of being one of the best center backs in head-to-head. This card, I tried him in the scouting event, and I've played against him a couple times, and although he is 6'1", his standing tackle is insane. His recovery is insane. Okay, going into his attributes, again, his sprint speed and acceleration is something we can look at and be like, with all of these new strikers and all of these new attackers getting all these stats or all these, how is he going to catch up to anyone? Trust, guys, he is him. We're looking at his marking, we're looking at his awareness, and we're looking at his standing tackle. Every time he tackled the ball away from an attacker, I don't think they ever got it back or he ever missed. His tackles give me the encouragement that I needed to win games, pretty much. And then going into his traits, medium high work rate, dives into tackles, and power header. Transfer value, He is mid-range budget, but I would recommend still getting his rank 5. Now moving on to our number 6. All right, ladies and gentlemen, number 6, I'm giving it to William Saliba. This card, man, for some reason, a lot of Saliba cards have been literally pissing me off recently. Every corner, this guy is losing. Like when you go into his traits, he has no trait. He has no power hitter. But I've been losing so many corners to this clown. I'm gonna have to give him to number 6. He has the pace. He has the physical, the defending. Let's go more into his attributes. So looking at his sprint speed and acceleration, it's there. He has it all. His marking, standing, tackle, and awareness, they're there as well. Saliba is one of the best. Physical. Now, when you see his physical, when a card almost has 130 or close to 130 physical, you should know, being 6'4" as well, the storm is coming. Okay, so going into his traits, we already saw them a bit earlier. He has none but a medium high work rate, and then his transfer value, very affordable card. For a 107, I would recommend his rank 5. Now we're going to be moving into the big boys, starting with our number 5. All right, boys, number 5 is going to be Yap Stomp. If anyone is saying this card is bad, put my name behind it and say this card is not bad. He's broken. He's so good. Okay, so his best trait will be his recovery, so his strength, and also if you're accelerating from a card like this, you just cannot accelerate from him. He will catch up to you. His standing tackle is one of, like, he's known for standing tackle. He's known for tackling the ball and just your strikers falling on the ground and him winning the ball. That's what he's known for. Going into his traits, medium high work rate, and he has no other traits. Going into his transfer value, as you can see, getting his rank 5 is also an absolute must. All right, boys, number 4 is going to be Lilian Turam and Virgil van Dijk. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and check out Van Dijk first. This is the ultimate team of the year, Virgil van Dijk. I know he has a team of the season 107 as well, but we're talking about the ultimate team of the year, Virgil van Dijk. In previous videos, I have thrown away this card and threw him off just because I didn't like the way he performed or some of his previous cards. But then again, this is why I need time to test out cards, to see them being tested out. This card he's mad, bro. Like, he's so good. 105 pace, 122. You know, let's go into the attributes. Looking at his marking, standing tackle, awareness, and then his strength. Acceleration is also up there as well. And then 6'4", going into his traits, medium high work rate, long passer, power header. Then going into his transfer value, he is still holding value, but getting his rank 5 is also an absolute must. Now, yes, boys, I know Lilian Turam has a 109 fullback card, so he has a right back 109. Like I said, left and right backs are not going to be in this video, so we're going to with this center back. Now, if you do have his 109 fullback, use his 109 fullback. They're just not included in this video because we're talking about natural center backs. You see pace, you see defending, you see physical. This card scares me, man. Like, his recovery is so good, bro. Oh, man. The fact that he's 6 foot and so dominant in this game is incredible. Okay, so his standing tackle, his awareness, his marking, his recovery, I can see why now, because he has 113 acceleration. He is strong. Going into his traits, medium high work rate, and then he has the dive into tackles. If you're looking for a very consistent center back, Turam is your guy. With his transfer value, his rank 5 is an absolute must. If you want the best performance out of this card, try and get his rank 5. Simple as that. Now we're going to be moving into our number 3. All right, ladies and gentlemen, number 3 is going to be none other than Rio Ferdinand. Again, like I said, a lot of these cards are not being used simply because they're being outshadowed by newer cards coming out. I'm enjoying using this card right now. I currently play him at CDM, sometimes at center back, but I play him at CDM. He's a joy to use. This card is one of the most consistent center backs that Rio Ferdinand has in this game, and it's just enjoyable to use. So if you don't know about this card, literally overlook this card because there are other cards being released. You need to go back and use this one. Sprint speed and acceleration is there. One of his insanely good thing is his standing tackle. He has the recovery speed, and he just has the being in the right place at the right time aura. Okay, so going into his traits, medium high work rate, dive into tackle, and power header, and then into his transfer value, I mean, he's very affordable. So getting his rank 5 is also an absolute must. Now moving on to our number 2. Number 2 for the center back is going to be Laurent Blanc. 5-star stamina, one of the cards with the most stamina. The Neon Laurent Blanc. Okay, so just like Turam, his acceleration is insane. Okay, so his strength is there, marking is there, standing tackle is there, awareness is there. He is 6'4", and Blanc is one of the best center back currently in the game. A no trait merchant, but he's absolutely insane to stop. Okay, it's so this card stops almost every attacker when he's in the right space at the right time. When an attacker is accelerating away from him and they're going side by side, Blanc will almost always come up with the ball just because of how strong he is and his physical presence. So medium high work rate, again, no trade. Going into his transfer value, getting his rank 5 is also an absolute must. I say to get a rank 5 for a lot of these cards because that's the best way to get the performance out of these cards. Now, boys, without further ado, we're going to be moving into our number 1. So I have recently tested out this card, and I feel like this card should not even be in the game right now because of how unfair he is. It is going to be the 109 team of the season, Lucio. Okay, like, bro, this card is just miles ahead of like every other center back. He feels like a fullback playing a center back. So 4.5-star stamina, that acceleration, man. Again, his awareness, his standing tackle, his marking, his strength is all up there. Okay, it's hard to get past this card. Like, he is a wall beyond wall. He's like, when you beat one center back, he's there again. If you beat him the first time, he's there again. He's the card to where he has like 3 clones. You have to beat him 3 times before you can score a goal. Medium high work rate. He's very hard to get beat stun wise. He rarely gets stunned. Dive into tackle and power header traits. Going into his transfer value, of course, with great things come great price. I don't know. And if you're wondering if you should claim this card from the team of the season event, I will let you know yes. But if this isn't the absolute card that you need, then I will wait. 109 is the highest rated that can even be claimed from this event, and I believe Lucio is one of the best cards currently. If you're gonna buy this card on the market, you can buy his rank 4, preferably his rank 5. All right, boys, we're now going to be moving into our quick honorable mentions. So there are 2 cards that I'm going to be highlighting who should be on the list but just barely made the list. Okay, so we're going to be talking about the ultimate team of the year, Antonio Rudiger. Again, absolute monster of a card. I do believe he is getting a team of the season. I'm not too sure, but I think he is getting a team of the season card. Still a very broken card. One of the best. His sprint speed is good, his recovery is very good, and Rudiger is known for his strength. Now, going into his traits, a downside would be the high work rate. Now, I have told people, if you see a center back having a high work rate, if you do not manually switch your center backs, if you are on an auto switch, do not get Rudiger because he's high work rate. Auto switch means the AI will be doing most of your switching for you. If you're on manual switch, absolutely go for Rudiger. He's one of the best center back in the game. He's always been incredible for me. And then his transfer value, getting his rank 5 is also an absolute must. And then, guys, I'm just gonna throw some spice out there. I saw this card while looking for my top 10, was going over some cards with some stats, and this is a card that I found to be a little bit interesting. So Vivien, a 105. I mean, he is incredibly expensive. So let's go over his attributes really quick. I was looking at it, and I do think he could be very good. Okay, so he's 6 foot but 183 pounds. So I mean, that's very heavy for someone who's 6 foot. So of course he has the physical, and then looking at his sprint speed and acceleration, it looks very good. Marking looks incredibly good. Awareness and standing tackle look very good. Medium high work rate. He has no other traits. He's a card that I think I might be very interested in just based on the stats. So this is what's like grabbing my attention. Very expensive simply because there's not much ways to get this card from an event or anything like that. So if I do pack something like this, it's something I would really like to use. So that is going to be it for our top 10 center back video. If you guys did enjoy the video, do drop a like and subscribe. If you do want to see more content like this one, make sure to click this video here.